Hey guys, welcome back. I'm still up at 1:33 in the morning. I also just got back from work. Same deal as fucking last time. Recording videos late in the night. I don't know why I'm doing this. The only thing keeping me up is a crippling stomach book addiction and random ass video games I'm playing. So yeah, the grind never stops, the grind never ends. Welcome back to the Morning Cup. My name is Coffee, and I want to talk about The Legend of Zelda Sands of Time. Right? So Legend of Zelda Sands of Time is a ROM hack for Ocarina of Time. Very, very high quality mod. The game plays in the background, and I played it. So basically the game's premise takes place in Ocarina of Time, where Ganondorf wins. He gets the Triforce. He rules over Hyrule, and it's just like what the world is like after Ganondorf dies. So the entire point of the game is Link's going out and he's trying to find the treasures that Ganon has left around to make some kind of fortune, some kind of profit, because the world's very dystopian now. And I can't speak much on the game yet since I've only played the first dungeon. The gameplay just picks up from my save. I never really make my save data, my files, anything look like I'm starting out or I'm in a specific area. It's always just from where I last left off when I'm talking about a game. Yeah, and you'll notice that when I play like The Binding of Isaac for the background, or really any game, and you're gonna see it in my next video where I'm also talking about a game, and I have to record that when I'm done with this. Anyway, it's very dystopian and kind of like grungy, I guess. It feels very dirty. It doesn't feel clean. It doesn't feel normal. It feels like Zelda, but if it was really grimy and rusty, and everything was gone bad. The weird part about this game too is because like it feels like Zelda, but it's not Zelda, and I know it's not Zelda. It's like I'm playing a Zelda game. It controls like a Zelda game. I have my beloved hookshot, my favorite hookshot. I've been wanting a hookshot for so long in a Zelda game, and they haven't gave it to me. I just love hookshots, but I can't have it because they make me fat, but they're so good. I'm gonna sound like a psychopath. No one gets that reference. I'll probably put a video on the screen. Yeah, it has the hookshot, it has the bow, it has my bombs, everything that makes Zelda is there. And in the first dungeon you get a long shot and a boomerang. It's all there, but yet it doesn't feel like Zelda, and I think it's just like the general world design isn't usually what it does, and like the character designs also like the character vibes aren't the same. Because a big thing with Zelda is like it's got a certain vibe, like the growing into maturity, the coming of age vibe. This is like this is too real, man. Like, you already came of age, world's kind of bad now kind of deal. And that's great. Like, I'm loving the ROM hack so far, which, by the way, I want to add, this isn't like a short ROM hack. This is a very, very lengthy one. I've already probably sunk about 10 hours, 12 hours into it, and I've only gotten through the first dungeon, and there's like 5 other dungeons to my understanding after it. Full 20 hearts, everything. It's all there. I'm loving this ROM hack so far. I also really love the graphics they chose, because like Majora's Mask added details to Link and like the sticks and like the characters to make it more up to date, and I really like Majora's Mask's graphics like a lot. And what they do in Sands of Time is kind of the same thing, but like they make it look more gritty, and you're playing as an adult Link for the entire game. So I like the detail that they added into his tunic, and it feels kind of like Skyward Sword inspired in a way. I get the Skyward Sword vibe-ish. Another thing I'd really like to add is that a Zelda game has not stumped me for a very, very long time. I'm talking since like Breath of the Wild came out, there was a few puzzles that stopped me in that, and then like moving on, I haven't had to use like a guide, not even for like Echoes of Wisdom, to get through anything or really just sit there and think really hard about what I'm doing. That is not the case when it comes to Sands of Time. In Sands of Time, I really just had to sit down and use my entire brain power to understand what I'm supposed to be doing in this dungeon. What am I supposed to be doing in this room? Why is there a random ass torch I'm trying to light? Which, like, I don't know why, I didn't know why it was there. And there's like a little sliver you can hook shot onto that you can use to light the other one, and then grab a key and then open the door, which you probably saw in the clip that I have in the background. I really like that. I really like that I had to think very hard about what I'm doing, because that's not something I have to do a lot. I really like the puzzle box style dungeons where I have to use my environment and my items in my inventory to my advantage rather than using, you know, Cryonis or something like that, like 4 things all the time, because there's only so many solutions you can have with the like effects and stuff you get in Breath of the Wild, you know, like being able to rewind time or stop time, or use a magnet on metal objects, or make ice pillars, or make machines. Like, there's only so many puzzles you can do with that kind of thing, that once I do like 50 shrines, I've done 120 and I know the entire layout. But when it comes to the items in dungeons and outside of dungeons, I really get to use it to its full extent, and there's so many different ways you can use those items, because that's what they've been designed to do. They're designed for specific cases, but cases that are so specific that they bend the rules of the specifications. That really makes you use all that brain power, and this mod does a really good job at, you know, doing that. It uses the items like how the old Zelda games would, and I say old, I'm talking like Skyward Sword. This game feels very Skyward Sword so far, honestly. In all honesty, it really does. Another thing I'd like to mention is that this whole game kind of feels like a big puzzle. You know, it's like there's no point where I'm just like running around and there's not something I'm doing. Like right before the first dungeon, you're in this like moblin fortress and you're trying to work your way through, and you have to like place boxes on these switches so the switches don't move, and then you open up areas, and I'm playing the game, I'm like, is this the dungeon? No. And it feels like a dungeon. No. So I get to like the top of the fortress and I'm climbing up this like mountain, and then I kill one of the moblins and it opens up a cave behind them, because you have to use bombs to kill them. And I go into this cave and I see moblin mining facility, and I think this is the dungeon. It's got its own custom OST and everything. It's got a big tower in the middle that's like moving around in circles. I'm like, this is it. I'm at the dungeon. And I remember I sent a screenshot to my friend. I'm like, I went to that dungeon, by the way, that I was looking for. And I go to the game next day. I'm not even at the dungeon. That was just a mini dungeon of sorts. And I know I wasn't at the dungeon because there's no dungeon map. There's no compass. Nothing. I was just in a really well designed and cool area in the game that I didn't expect to be in the game. And I love that. I really love that they put so much time into every single area of this game. You know, it really makes it feel important, and like there's no point where I'm drooling and it's a slog. Speaking of drooling and every place being intentional with its design, this game is very open, honestly. Not something I expected from a Zelda ROM hack, but it's so open. It's like the game never holds your hand and never tells you where it's supposed to go, and there isn't like an intended route of sorts, but really they just kind of throw you into the game and like, yeah, there you go, like figure it out. The first area is like very closed off, but after that, like you're on your own, man. You gotta do your own thing, and you're fighting out there. It's rough. So like there was a time where I like moved behind a fence and I like couldn't go back, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm here now. And I didn't really think to like backflip on the fence or anything like that. So really I wasn't just like there now, but yeah, you could just like go a lot of places whenever you want. I feel like the heart piece count in this game is like they're I feel like heart pieces in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, all those games, they're very sparse, I guess. Before a dungeon, you'll get like maybe 8 heart pieces, so you'll get 2 more heart containers, and then you move on to the next dungeon, get a third, unlock the item, you're able to get more. I feel like in this game, they're just handing out the heart pieces like lollipops. Like, and I don't think that's a bad thing with the level design they went for, because everything's supposed to be a dungeon, so it's hard to tell like if you're in a dungeon and why is there heart pieces in the dungeon, which they have many heart pieces in dungeons actually. But if every area is a dungeon, where are they not putting heart pieces, you know? Because like they put so much emphasis on the dungeons, which I absolutely love, that they just like, you know, you can't have heart pieces in an overworld in a game where the overworld isn't the focus. And that's completely fine with me. A change of pace that I'm not really used to, since I'm like I'm old, I'm an old head. I like my formulas, and this is somewhat non-formulaic and somewhat formulaic to a style I like. Honestly, it's the kind of mixture I wish they had in recent Zelda, maybe a little bit more leaning towards the open-endedness of Breath of the Wild, which anyone who knows me knows that that's a crazy take coming from me. I want an open Zelda game? That's insane. That's a character arc. I know it's a character arc. I'm not an open Zelda fan, but I feel like at this point Zelda needs some kind of openness, and I really like the openness that this game provides and presents to its players, with being able to go into all these like mini dungeons whenever they want and get these items, or like prioritize getting skulltulas or heart pieces. The skulltulas are also very important to this game's progression. You need it to get like bigger wallets, and bigger wallets allow you to buy like shields and upgrades and certain items that you wouldn't have otherwise. Or getting the skulltulas will like, it'll allow you to really like get just like straight up items. I don't know the straight up items yet. I've just going off of what I've been told. You get straight up items from getting skulltulas, and there's 120. 120 is a big number, massive numbers for a like ROM hack. This ROM hack's full game sized. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is an insane ROM hack that I would 100% recommend anyone watching to just pick up a little bit if you've played Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Obviously play those games first, because this game so heavily relies on you having previous knowledge of other Zelda games. It does no hand-holding at all. I'm just impressed about the effort that was put into this, and I'm really happy playing it. It's something I kind of look forward to. I play it a few hours a day, maybe one if I'm having a rough day, like 1 hour a day after work. But if I don't have anything going on, I'm definitely playing it more than that. Just the day that I got the ROM hack alone, I played it until one of my friends like got home, and that was like from their job. So it's like 5 hours of me just straight up playing this game. Yeah, dude, like, I know this is the second video, technically the first, technically the second. It's the first game, it's the first video where I'm talking about a Zelda game, but not the first video where the Zelda game is in the video, if you know what I'm saying. Viewers should get this by now, but I'm a big Zelda fan, very big Zelda fan. I could talk about Zelda for hours if prompted. And I will argue my points tooth and nail. But yeah, I mean, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got a few more videos I have to record before I go to bed. It's 1:49 in the morning. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye.